We spend our entire lives chasing after work, bills, family, projects, obligations. And then one day, finally, the time comes to slow down. It's the long-awaited retirement. But then the question arises, where can we best enjoy this stage of life? According to International Living's Global Retirement Index, some countries offer above-average conditions for those who have already completed their journey in the job market. That's why today, Bello Mundo will take you on a tour of the best countries in the world for those who want to retire with quality of life, health, and peace of mind. Number 13, Brazil. We start our list with a place that many people did not expect to see here, Brazil. Yes, the country has its problems, the cost of living is not the lowest, and retirement is tight. But look, there is one detail that makes Brazil stand out from much of the world: free and universal access to health care. The SUS, or Unified Health System, guarantees comprehensive care for the entire population, from simple consultations to complex surgeries. In addition, the Farmácia Popular program provides dozens of medications at no cost, which is a great relief for retirees with limited income. The benefits don't stop there. Brazilian retirees have free urban transportation in virtually all state capitals, half-price tickets for cultural activities, and 50% discounts on interstate travel. Even though purchasing power is low, the country compensates with cultural and human aspects. The tropical climate, varied food, and above all, social interaction make aging less lonely. In much of the country, it is common to see squares full of retirees chatting, playing dominoes, or taking care of their grandchildren. Brazil may not lead global rankings for income or security, but it offers a public support network that few countries maintain. Number 12, Japan. From the tropical heat of Brazil, we jump to one of the longest living countries on the planet, Japan. There, aging is almost an art form. Life expectancy exceeds 85 years, and every year the number of centenarians only grows. The country has so many people over the age of 100 that it has become a national symbol. Much of this success comes from care. The Japanese healthcare system covers practically everything, and retirees pay a maximum of 30% of the cost of consultations and medications. The government pays the rest. In some cities, seniors even receive discounted or free transportation passes to get around at will. But the secret is not just money or infrastructure, it's the lifestyle. The Japanese value balance, light meals, an organized routine, and great respect for their elders. The elderly are seen as a source of wisdom, not as someone who has been left behind. In addition, there are monitoring and support programs for those who live alone, ensuring safety and companionship even in large cities. Ultimately, Japan shows that aging well does not depend only on modern medicine, but also on a culture that has learned to see aging as a natural and dignified part of life. Number 11, Australia. On the other side of the world, Australia is the kind of country that takes the well-being of retirees seriously. There, the government not only pays a bi-weekly pension that can exceed 1,170 Australian dollars, but also guarantees one of the best public health systems on the planet, Medicare. It covers consultations, exams, and hospitalizations, and seniors also receive extra discounts on medications and transportation. Australia also offers the Commonwealth Seniors Card, which provides benefits for electricity, food, and basic services. And if seniors want to continue living at home, they can count on government assistance for this. There are programs that subsidize caregivers and home adaptations. But what is really impressive is the lifestyle. The climate is pleasant, the air is clean, and contact with nature is part of the routine. Walking on the beach, gardening, or hiking in the mountains is not a luxury, it is a habit. Of course, the cost of living is high, but the return comes in the form of security, infrastructure, and quality of life. And for those who dream of a peaceful and sunny retirement, few places come as close to this ideal as the land of kangaroos. Number 10. Italy. In 10th place is a country where aging seems to be part of the landscape itself. Italy. There, life moves at a different pace. It is the country of leisurely coffee, long lunches, and family life, and all of this contributes to one of the highest life expectancies on the planet, which exceeds 83 years. The public health system, the Servizio Sanitario Nazionale, guarantees free or low-cost care for all citizens, including foreigners with legal residence. In addition, the government offers tax incentives to retirees who move to southern regions, where the cost of living is lower. In some provinces, income tax drops to just 7% for 10 years, which has attracted people from all over the world. And then there's the lifestyle. The food is healthy, based on fresh and simple ingredients. The climate is pleasant most of the year, and the sense of community is still strong, especially in small towns. Those who retire there are not looking for luxury, but quality. Number 9. Greece. If the idea of a perfect retirement involves sun, blue sea, and fresh food, Greece deserves a high place on this list. The country has a lower cost of living than most European destinations and a pace of life that suits those who no longer want to rush around. On the islands, daily life is simple: strong coffee in the morning, a stroll through the market, a leisurely lunch, and breathtaking views. But it's not just a beautiful setting. Greece offers concrete advantages for those who decide to grow old there. The public health system covers most medical care, and there are discounts on public transportation, ferries, and domestic airfare for those over the age of 65. The government has also created a special visa for foreign retirees who can prove a stable monthly income, which has been attracting Northern Europeans and even Americans seeking a lower cost of living. Life expectancy in Greece is around 82 years, and much of this is due to the Mediterranean diet, rich in olive oil, vegetables, and fish. Add to that a sunny climate and a welcoming population, and the result is one of the most pleasant routines on the planet for those who want to slow down. Number 8. Malaysia. Malaysia may not be the first country that comes to mind when talking about retirement, but it should be. This Asian country is one of the most affordable and welcoming destinations in the world for those who want to live well on a small budget. The cost of living is one of the great attractions. You can rent a nice apartment in Kuala Lumpur, the country's capital, for less than $500 a month, and eat out for just over $2. And that's without sacrificing comfort. The infrastructure is modern, transportation works, and hospitals, both public and private, offer quality care. Another strong point is the Malaysia My Second Home program, created precisely to attract foreigners who want to live there for long periods. Retirees with proven income are granted 10-year visas and can renew them without bureaucracy. And since English is widely spoken, adaptation is easy, even for those who have never lived in Asia. Number 7. Spain. In 7th place, we now arrive in one of the most welcoming countries in Europe, Spain. With sunny weather almost all year round, healthy cuisine, and a culture that values rest, the country has become a favorite destination for retirees from around the world. Spanish life expectancy is one of the highest on the planet, about 86 years for women and over 80 for men. And part of this result comes from a public health system that is considered exemplary. Hospitals and medical centers are of the highest quality and provide universal care, which guarantees security even for those without private insurance. In addition, retirees enjoy a number of practical benefits. Those over 65 pay up to 90% less for museum, theater, and movie tickets, and also receive generous discounts on train and urban transportation. The country also offers a special residence visa for those who can prove a fixed income, allowing them to live legally without having to work. And it's not just the infrastructure, it's the lifestyle. Spain is made up of long conversations, dinners that start late, and a sense of time passing slowly. In cities like Valencia, Malaga, and Alicante, the cost of living is affordable, and the sea is always nearby. For those seeking sun, good food, and tranquility, retirement there is more than just a rest. It's a daily celebration. Number 6. France. France is the kind of country where growing old seems easy. Not because everything is perfect, but because the system is designed to ensure comfort and dignity at every stage of life. There, the state really takes care of those who have worked their entire lives. The French public health system, Assurance Maladie, is one of the most comprehensive in the world. It reimburses a large part of consultations, surgeries, and medications, and even covers long-term treatments at almost no cost to the patient. Retirees also have access to specific benefits, such as a 50% discount on high-speed trains and reduced fares on urban transportation. Those with lower incomes may even receive exemptions from local taxes, including property tax. And the icing on the cake is French culture, well-kept squares, cafes on every corner, and cities that encourage social interaction. Growing old there is synonymous with quality of life. It means having the privilege of waking up and choosing between walking along the Seine, visiting a museum, or simply enjoying a coffee while life passes by slowly. Number 5. Costa Rica. Costa Rica is a hidden gem in Central America, but those who know the country understand why it is among the best places in the world to retire. There, the pace of life is calm, the climate is pleasant all year round, and nature is always close by. And when it comes to quality of life, the government takes the issue seriously. The country has a public health system called Caja Costarricense de Seguro Social, which serves all residents, including retired foreigners who contribute a small monthly fee. Consultations, exams, and surgeries are affordable and, in many cases, free. In addition, those who move there as retirees can participate in the Pensionado program, which grants legal residence to those who prove a minimum income of $1,000 per month. And the cost of living is another attraction. With little money, you can live well in small towns surrounded by nature, with easy access to beaches and mountains. The food is healthy, transportation is simple, and crime is low. But what is most enchanting is the country's philosophy of life, the famous Pura Vida, which represents lightness, coexistence, and gratitude for the little things. Number 4. Mexico. Ranking 4th on the list of best places to retire, we arrive at Mexico, the type of destination that balances low cost, pleasant climate, and a vibrant social life, an almost perfect combination for retirees. The country has paradisiacal beaches, historic cities, and welcoming people who turn any street into a meeting place. And when it comes to quality of life, Mexico has advantages that go beyond tourism. Retirees can apply for a special residence visa called Residente Temporal, which allows them to live legally in the country on a fixed income. This option is widely used by foreigners, as the cost of living there is very affordable. In cities such as Mérida, Guadalajara, or Puebla, you can live comfortably while spending less than half of what you would spend in Europe or the United States. The Mexican public health system, the Instituto Mexicano del Seguro Social, offers quality medical care, and there are inexpensive private plans for those who prefer private clinics. Life expectancy is around 78 years, and the mild climate helps maintain well-being. In addition, seniors over 60 receive discounts on public transportation, cultural activities, and even domestic airline tickets. And the country still preserves something valuable, a culture that respects and values the experience of older people. Number 3. Portugal. Portugal has become synonymous with quality of life, and it's no wonder that the country appears at the top of retirement rankings every year. For starters, the Portuguese public health system, the SNS, is universal and accessible. Consultations, exams, and medications are low cost, and low-income seniors receive additional subsidies. In addition, the country offers social support programs and tax benefits for foreign retirees, such as a flat tax rate of 10% on income from abroad. The cost of living in Portugal is also an advantage. Outside of large cities such as Lisbon and Porto, it is possible to live comfortably while spending much less than in other Western European destinations. Smaller cities such as Coimbra, Braga, and Évora combine safety, good infrastructure, and a peaceful pace of life. But Portugal is not just about practicality, it is also about warmth and tradition. The climate is mild, the beaches are beautiful, and the people are known for being welcoming. Retirees also enjoy discounts on public transportation, museums, theaters, and even energy bills. And the country has something that few others offer: political stability, safety, and a language that is easy for Spanish speakers or those from Latin America. Number 2. Thailand. If the ideal retirement looks like low costs, good food, beaches, and a healthcare system that doesn't let you down, Thailand is a strong contender. The country offers something rare these days. You can live well on a tight budget. Housing, food, and transportation are affordable, especially outside of the super touristy areas. Cities such as Chiang Mai, Hua Hin, and parts of Phuket have communities of retirees from all over the world, which makes it easier for newcomers to adapt. Healthcare is another point in Thailand's favor. Private hospitals in Bangkok and Chiang Mai are renowned in Asia, with experienced staff and English-speaking services. Those who need checkups, regular appointments, or scheduled procedures will find good quality care at lower prices than in many Western countries. For those who want to stay for long periods, there are specific visas for people aged 50 and over, with requirements for income or bank balance, and in general, valid health insurance. The bureaucracy is a hassle, but it makes long-term living feasible. On a day-to-day basis, Thailand wins you over with its pace. Meals are fresh and affordable, the tropical climate invites you to walk, and the local culture values respect for the elderly. Add to that cheap domestic flights, neighborhood markets, and a routine that prioritizes well-being. For those who want to turn their years of rest into a carefree phase with sunshine on their faces and zero stress on their spreadsheets, Thailand offers a package that is hard to beat. Number 1. Panama. Taking the gold medal when it comes to retirement, we now arrive in Panama, the kind of destination that seems to have been created especially for those who are beginning to enjoy their retirement. The country tops several international rankings for one simple reason: it offers many benefits to those who decide to live there, especially foreign retirees. The highlight is the Pensionado program, one of the most generous in the world. It grants permanent residence to those who can prove a minimum monthly income of $1,000 and in return offers an impressive list of advantages. Retirees receive a 25% discount on energy, water, and telephone bills, 20% on medical appointments, 50% on cultural activities, and even tax exemption on the import of one car every 2 years. In addition, the country is stable, uses the US dollar, has a low cost of living, and modern infrastructure, especially in Panama City. Public services work well, the healthcare system is efficient, and the network of private hospitals is one of the best in Latin America. And now we want to hear from you. Which of these countries surprised you the most? Have you ever thought about moving after you retire? Tell us here in the comments. And if there's a place you think should be on this list, you can suggest it too. Take advantage and subscribe to the channel, because every week there's a new video with the most incredible places for you to discover, dream about, or even plan the next phase of your life.